Hey guys, it's Ritzy here. I'm back from my long hiatus of not posting videos. In that time, I've been checking out many different platform fighters. I messed with Melee, Flash Party, I think Rushdown Revolt it's called, and I've gotten to get used to, I guess, the difference between old Smash Bros. And new Smash Bros. Most platform fighters are leaning more towards old Smash Bros. This game, Rivals of Aether, is actually the second title in the series, and I would say it leans more towards old Smash Bros, but it keeps enough of the new Smash Bros qualities to be pretty easy to pick up. However, the skill ceiling is pretty high because a lot of tech from old Smash, like Wave Dash and stuff, returns. Wave Dash, there's Ledge Dash. I'm messing it up because I'm not an old Smash Bros player, but there's a lot of tech throughout the history of platform fighters that returns into this game. But the benefit is that you have not ultimate buffer, so it's not super intrusive, but you do have a buffer system that gives you some leniency. Like, I can wave dash like on loop in this game. Trust me, I can't do this in Melee. I can kind of wave dash in Melee, but like I probably by now would have messed up because I don't got that nice Rivals of Aether buffer to help me out. So yeah, that's like the overview of this game. Let me talk about the main differences from this game, because I'm assuming most people are probably going to come from Ultimate. That is the most popular platform fighter. So if you're like me and you're coming from Ultimate and you messed around, tried some other platform fighters, I should probably show you what you're first going to notice. Let me get a second character in. So like I mentioned earlier, since this game borrows from old Smash, as all platform fighters do, as all the indie platform fighters do typically, this game has different movement. The biggest thing is that there's lower traction on the ground and in the air. Hopefully this guy, can I like make him stand? Okay, hold on, let me go back. I don't want him hitting me while I'm trying to show you what I'm talking about. So there's different variability with jumps and ground and base movement. Quick example of that is this short hop forward, holding fully forward. I do this. There's dash hop forward, which I think gives you like a little bit more speed. Then I can short hop forward and hold back immediately. And basically you can alter your jump arc, and you can also alter like where you end up after sprinting a lot by holding up or holding shield. You can also moonwalk. This is a tech from Melee. It wasn't like super. I don't know how important it is in this game, but it was a cool tech you do in Melee. But as you can see, the movement's a lot more, I guess, fluid, and there's some way more options you can do in this game's movement compared to Ultimate. However, one thing that it's nerfed is your disadvantage thing. When you're getting hit, you're dealing with old school style hit stun, so when you're taking damage, you can get like locked in stuff a lot longer and a lot easier than you would in Ultimate. And I think if I'm right, your air dodge doesn't get refunded. So if you like air dodge once during a combo, but someone like called that out and kept the juggle going, you're just gonna have to hold the mix and eat the combo string. So when you combine that with the fact that this game has really good movement, like the old school Melee style movement, it leads this game being a lot more attacker or offense favored. So in short, when you're getting hit, you're doing really good. Like, you can hit people for when you're hitting someone, you can hit them for a long period of time. You're getting hit, you're probably going to take a lot more damage this game being well in Ultimate. Not because the characters do a lot of damage, but because in general, the person on offense has really good tools to keep you in the defense. Now, the defense of this game actually has a really high skill cap the same way like older Smash did, because a lot of not ancient, but a lot of like tech from those games returns. Like, I think, let me see if I can get this guy to hit me. There's a tech called CC from Melee, crouch cancel. Basically, it's set up where at lower percents, or not even at lower percents, if you crouch when getting hit by certain moves in this game, you can reduce the hit stun and open them up for a window of punish. Now, at lower percent, crouch cancel is stronger, and depending on your weight, you can crouch cancel for longer, because like the weird calculations based off your weight and percent and knockback. But in short, you can crouch to tank certain moves, and that does change a neutral, and it makes it so low percent plays a little bit differently than it would in Ultimate, because there's no crouch cancel. That's just one of the techs. There's also SDI and other things, but I don't want to get too much into them because this is just my video of why I recommend the game to you. So yeah, that's how I guess like the gameplay loop is different. Another big thing is that there are way less characters in this game than Ultimate. There's not 90 different matchups you have to learn. You only have to learn a couple, like a handful of them. But this comes with the con, or not really the con, the added difficulty of each character kind of has unique gimmicks in it. Not DLC gimmicks, but they each have interesting things that they have in their kit to spice them up. For example, Maple has the gimmick where she can apply this debuff to you. I don't actually know what it's called because there's not like anything in game to read to figure it out. Well, I haven't found the in-game readable source if there is. There probably is. I haven't found it yet. But she can apply this little grass debuff to you with like a lot of moves in her kit. And when you have this, she has the option to tether to you like this, which can extend your combos. Or if you get hit into her little plant that she can put down, it will stun you. She also can hit you with a smash attack to stun you. So it's like, here's a quick overview of how Maple works. I think she has this funky gimmick where if she down B, she can side B. Oh yeah, and this mechanic is unique to Rivals. If you use most characters, if they side B, they will go into free fall. But if you side B to a ledge and immediately air jump, or not immediately wall jump, you can actually become actionable again. So I guess the best way to think of it is like, imagine you're playing Fox in Melee. If you do Flash to get back to the ledge, or Shine, or whatever it's called, if you do his side B in Melee and you hit the wall, you just die. But in this game, if Fox is in the game, he could side B to the wall and come back. It just means that all it does is it just makes it so there's more layers to edge guarding and stuff like that, which I personally really like. Kind of plays into what I was saying earlier, where the game has a high skill cap. So that's most of the pros of the game. Let me list the cons out real quick because I want to be transparent. So the game isn't free like the other platform fighters. Flash Party, Rushdown Revolt, and Melee are all free. Melee is free with an asterisk because you have to set up your controller. But this game, to just gain access to it, you do have to pay $30, which it's not the full $70 price tag of like AAA games, which makes it more affordable, but it also isn't free. So that is kind of, I guess, a con you could mention. The one I cared about the most, though, is that this game is on multiple platforms, but it is not cross-platform. I think this is, if I'm right, you can't play with your friends that are on console. If you're a PC player like me and your friend's a console player, then you can't play with him. He'll have to have PC or you'll have to have console, just like that. So, you know, if you want to play with your friend, you might have to buy it a separate time. Which, since it's not free, you know, that does kind of suck. Maybe in the future we'll get cross-platform play. But yeah, that's all I really know so far of day one in this game. I incredibly enjoy it. I recommend it. Again, if you've been watching Melee or other like old fast games like Project M and you were intimidated by like how fast they're moving, this is a really good place to start because it allows you to get some of that speed, but there's leniency in it. There's leniency, so you can play hype and fast, I guess, but you don't have to dedicate 10 years of your life to learning 50,000 tech, because the tech's way easier to learn in this game. I definitely plan on doing more content in this game. I'm addicted right now, I'm hooked. But for now, I'm gonna sign out. This is Ritzy Roy, and I can't wait to see you guys on Rivals of Aether.